Hey guys, Aaron CybertronVGC here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Rank where I climb the online VGC 20 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. We had a pretty fun episode yesterday featuring the 100th episode of Road to Rank, so if you haven't seen that already, definitely check it out. But for now, we're back to using the Sun team that featured Ninetales and Venusaur before the Soul Rock episode. And we're up against a Primarina today. That's actually one of the next Pokemon I want to try out, so I'm pretty excited to fight against that. Thank you guys as always for watching Road to Rank, and let's jump into today's episode. Primarina is really scary here, truth be told. I want to go with... So the Trick Room mode here, like Rhyperior, looks really good. But the question is always, how easy is it to set up Trick Room? Because it's decently likely that the Chandelure comes out here to imprison us, or Whimsicott comes out and just taunts us, like, immediately. I could actually see, like, Whimsicott Chandelure as a lead, or, like, Chandelure Togekiss. One interesting thing we could do in this game is actually max the Rhyperior, but not necessarily set up Trick Room. Because Rhyperior overall is actually quite solid in this matchup, I would say. Let's see. There's also Fake Out Pressure from Raichu, which is scary. I'm liking Nuzzle as well. Now we will... Oh, the other interesting thing here is only one Pokemon between Whimsicott and Chandelure can have Focus Sash. Honestly, I kind of like leading Rhyperior. This might seem a little odd, but maybe Rhyperior Venusaur here. With Ninetales in the back. And... I'm still going to go with Charizard. I don't really know about my Pokemon choice in this one. Maybe Dusclops in the back actually would have been fine too. The thing is that even though we're up against Primarina, we have Sun, Weakness Policy, and Rhyperior's ability. So the combination of that maybe will allow us to deal with Primarina. I think my Pokemon choice was pretty poor in this game, but we'll see how it actually plays out. Question of the day. You know, I've been asking a lot about non-Pokemon related stuff, and it is actually the Whimsicott Chandelure that I thought might come out. Okay. So my question of the day today is I'm curious what your guys' favorite board games are. I've been playing a lot of online board games with my friends during this period. So board games, card games, any of the sorts. Alright, let's see. So... yeah, we're actually maybe free to Dynamax the Rhyperior. What we could actually do is max Rhyperior, Rockfall, and Sludge Bomb, and that would just pick up 2 KOs turn 1. Actually doesn't seem like that bad of an option. Kind of down for that, honestly. Because Rockfall sets up the sand. Yeah, I'm going to just max Rockfall and Sludge Bomb the Whimsicott. I still think maybe Dusclops in the back could have been good for me. Oh, he's going to max the Chandelure. Interesting. Unless it's max Whimsicott. Oh. Sorry, that is my phone. It is Chandelure. Okay. I unfortunately don't think max Rockfall will KO then. That is an interesting decision, though. I guess... what item do we think it's going to be? I still think Chandelure is going to be Sashed. Now, Rhyperior obviously has an alright... unless he has max Overgrowth on Chandelure. It could be Fake Tears max Overgrowth onto Rhyperior. Now, that would be crazy. But I could see that happening right now. Oh, he's just safeguarding, though. Okay. Yeah, Venusaur also kind of bluffs the Sleep Powder. Oh, he's max Overgrowth. Do we survive this? He's Life Orb, I don't think so. Oh my god. We got dunked on. I can't believe it was actually max Overgrowth Chandelure. Wow. Okay. Let's see if it's Life Orb then. I don't know how much damage it needs to actually KO Rhyperior. It is Life Orbed. So that was a super safe play then from my opponent. If we get a poison here, that'd be huge. But we lost. I don't think we can win, actually. I mean, most Chandelures don't carry a grass-type attack. Meaning, I would be surprised if it was Trick Room and Imprison. So that's one of those things that sometimes just gets you in best of one. Nicely done. Nicely done. Okay. I mean, we have Specs Dark Pulse, but just it won't really do much here for us. Especially because he has Safeguard. Like, he had the perfect counter to our lead. I thought our lead was actually fine until he showed the max Overgrowth. So what would have the best approach been in this game? Yeah, that's like the worst combination for us to run into, unfortunately. Well played. I guess I'm just gonna Dark Pulse Energy Ball. Maybe try to snipe Chandelier. Although I think it's very unlikely. I think the Chandelier probably just targets the Ninetales. Yep, Tailwind. There's no way Ninetales survives a Max Phantasm. Yeah. So this is a more offensive. I really thought the Chandelier would be the Trick Room answer here. It might still have Trick Room. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see. Obviously, like, it has Energy Ball, Shadow Ball, Heat Wave, and then a 4th attack, which probably is Trick Room, so no Imprison instead. So given that, we could have maybe gone with the Sun route. I don't really know how... I feel like Whimsicott Life Orb Chandelier is actually probably one of the biggest counters to this team. Especially with Max Overgrowth. Without Max Overgrowth, this actually would have been totally fine. But there's really not much we can do because Chandelier walls this team pretty hard. We can't get Dusclops out. And they're Safeguard, so I can't go for Sleep Powder. It's like the combination of everything we don't want to go up against. Let me see. There's still so many turns to Safeguard. Yeah, there's just nothing we can really do, I don't think. Especially with Earth Power doing less than 50%. Unless for some reason he doesn't target Venusaur. Or he targets Venusaur and I get a Hurricane Confusion in Sun. That's our only out, I think. He's just going to Moonblast. Yep. It's doubling up onto Venusaur. That also makes sense. We don't have Protect on this. There's nothing we could have done. I don't know. We can't lead Scrafty into this. Like, I guess it does have Assault Vest, but it still kind of gets wrecked by Whimsicott Charizard. I think... Oh, sorry, Whimsicott Chandelier. I think Whimsicott Chandelier just destroys this team, honestly. Maybe Rhyperior... I don't know, because Rhyperior is the only Pokemon we really want to max in this game. Maybe we could have actually maxed Venusaur just for max over... for the special defense boosts. Like, if we protected Rhyperior turn 1, maxed Quaked into Chandelier. But... I'm not really sure we had too many options, honestly. Whimsicott Chandelier. If you want to know how to beat, like, Trick Room Sun, I think that is actually the perfect duo. Especially with the Safeguard and the Overgrowth tech. So, really nice play, turn 1, and really just nice team composition to destroy us, honestly. What's the best lead we can go with against that? I guess... I mean, the problem is that Whimsicott has Sash too. I guess we could go Charizard, but the thing is, if we max Airstream... Here's what we could do. We could max G-Max Wildfire to knock out Whimsicott with the Sash. And then Whimsicott will probably Tailwind turn 1, so then that can set up Venusaur to come in and Sleep Powder, but... I don't know. I feel like maybe the best approach is getting up Trick Room. I just don't see how we get up Trick Room, because I'm sure that Whimsicott had Taunt as its last attack. We saw Moonblast, Tailwind, Safeguard. Taunt would be... I guess Fake Tears would also work so that you beat Dusclopses. But... I think it's very difficult to actually set up Trick Room in that match. I guess if we wanted to set up Trick Room, we could just go like Rhyperior Dusclops and play that 50-50, but I think that is an example where the team matchup was just super rough, and our opponent had the techs to really clutch it out right from the start, and they made the correct play every turn. Alright, let's try to bounce back from that. Incineroar, Rotom, Togekiss, Venusaur, Excadrill, and Dragapult. Okay, so they have their own Venusaur, which is interesting. Dragapult might have a Fire-type attack to set up Max Flare. Wouldn't be surprised to see that. I would like to get the Bulldoze weakness policy stuff off with Rhyperior, if possible. Question is how easy it is to actually pull that off. What's stopping me from leading just Charizard Venusaur? Could even max Venusaur in this game. Sorry, not Charizard Venusaur, Ninetales Venusaur. I am just really worried about getting put to sleep by the opposing Venusaur. I guess that's the one fear. Dragapult Venusaur is what I fear the most from the opposing end. Maybe I will go Charizard Venusaur. With the option to switch into Ninetales. Scrafty with AV here isn't terrible, but regular Rhyperior also doesn't seem too bad. I don't know. Without redirection, I guess we could go Scrafty and Dusclops, because I think that should allow us to actually get up Trick Room. So I think I need to be utilizing the Trick Room mode a little bit better. And honestly, I'm not very good with playing with Dusclops Rhyperior. Like, it's obviously one of the more common archetypes that you'll see around in this format, but yeah, just haven't had too much experience with it. I'm gonna go Togekiss Venusaur. Okay. Question here, does he just aim for a blind Sleep Powder turn 1? Could be Wide Lens. I don't want to set up the Sun right now because our Charizard's actually the fastest thing on the field. Could choose not to max in Heat Wave to block a Follow Me. I do see Togekiss on my opponent's side potentially maxing. Part of me doesn't want to max turn 1. Because if Charizard maxes and we get hit by Sleep Powder, that'd be really bad. So what I'm actually thinking is Heat Wave here and Sludge Bomb into Venusaur. If we can get that out of the field, then even if Togekiss maxes, I just don't want to rely on hitting a blind Sleep Powder on our end. But this doesn't seem awful. I don't want to commit Dynamax turn 1, and Venusaur is actually one of the bigger threats. Okay, he's actually going to go for Follow Me and not going to max, so that's actually probably the best case scenario, so we should KO Togekiss. We missed the Venusaur with Heat Wave. I mean, that wasn't KOing, but it would bring it down to its sash. And he goes for Blind Sleep Powder and hits it. It's so frustrating. We made the best play possible. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't mind getting put to sleep there if we just hit that Heat Wave, because then the Venusaur's in KO range from any attack that we have. We would just switch in Ninetales and KO it, but that sucks for us. Okay. There's Dragon Pult. Yeah, I think we have to go for a Sleep Powder now into Dragapult. Yeah. I could max Charizard. Nah, it hasn't even taken a turn to sleep. That's really silly. I'm not gonna switch. Could switch Charizard out into Ninetales. Because what I'm worried about is losing a potential speed tie. Just double checking. Yeah, losing a speed tie and then he doubles up to KO Venusaur. Because I think we win this game with Rhyperior. Okay, I'm going to switch out and actually go for the Sleep Powder. Because I think you probably max the Dragapult. But yeah, if we just hit that, we'd be in a much better spot. Because if we knock out the Dragapult, I think Rhyperior, even outside of Trick Room, is pretty good. Alright, let's see what max is, whether it's Venusaur or Pult. We could also maybe max our Venusaur, depending on how this turn goes. Knowing how this episode's going so far, though, I'm kind of expecting to miss this Sleep Powder, I won't lie. The good thing is at least you can't Sleep Powder Venusaur here. Okay, let's see. Could also be Lompult, but that's pretty rare. Yeah, he is going to go first and get the Sludge Bomb off. Okay, we at least connect the Sleep Powder there. That's not good. Okay, he's not lummed either. Well, this gives us a shot. Gives us a shot. I think we max Rhyperior in the back. Could max Venusaur for Overgrowths. I'm gonna Heat Wave here for sure. Nah, I think we max Rhyperior. And just hope we don't miss this Heat Wave and hope that the Dragapult doesn't wake up. He could also risk Sleep Powdering the Ninetales if he wants to. He's gonna Earth Power. This doesn't KO, does it? It doesn't, okay. And it crits us, jeez. Okay. Sludge Bomb connects, good. It stays asleep, okay, that's huge. Please don't miss this Heat Wave. Okay, at least we hit the Venusaur. I mean, we need damage against Dragapult too, though, so... This is why, like, I don't, like, relying on Venusaur is shaky, because, like, Sleep Powder is obviously not a super accurate move. And, you know, I am playing with the team that has multiple attacks that can miss, so it's not like all of this stuff is, like, super surprising. But the upside is we've already burned 2 turns of Dynamax, which is great for us. I wonder if there's value to sacking Charizard here. No, I think it's better just to stay in and click Heat Wave. The question here is, do I bother Sleep Powdering? I think just Energy Balling the Rotom is better. I don't want to risk missing. I want guaranteed damage. He's not going to protect Rotom. Okay, let's see how much this does. Okay. Nice. He does wake up, but I think Rhyperior should just win this now. Because we haven't maxed. Wow, this game was a roller coaster of emotions. Jeez. So we were lucky enough that we hit that sleep powder and got 2 turns of sleep, but I would say that makes up for the misses. I want to check if this Venusaur is timid or modest, because I thought it was max speed, but it is timid. Okay, so wait, it is modest. Never mind. It's timid here, but it was meant to be modest. Okay, because we kept going second, and I was like, are we just slower? I wasn't sure here. Okay, but we should win this now. I don't think there's any way Dragapult can 1v1 against the Rhyperior. Yeah, we haven't seen its item yet. Oh, sorry, we have seen its item. It's Life Orbed. It has max Airstream. That doesn't really affect us. I mean, I'm pretty sure a Max Quake should just KO, so I think we're free to just Heat Wave, Max, and Max Quake. Yeah, the Rotom didn't protect. Looks like the Rotom was pretty offensive, too. Wouldn't be surprised if it was like a Nasty Plot set with Dark Pulse as well. Some Rotoms choose not to carry Protect nowadays, specifically to carry Nasty Plot. But yeah, I mean, this game was pretty scary, obviously, after that initial miss. That's why I didn't want to Dynamax Charizard. If we max Charizard and the Sleep Powder just connects, we're in a really bad spot. He's going to Phantom Force. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure after Phantom Force, you just faint. From Life Orb plus Max Quake. Yeah. There's no point even in switching out here. Might as well just maximize their damage output. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure a Phantom Force crit doesn't knock out Rhyperior. He's going to target the Ninetales. Yep. That goes down, and we should be able to knock out the Dragapult here in return. But, once again, when you're using Venusaur, you don't want to be in a position where you're using Sleep Powder early on, because one miss often just loses you so much momentum. But in the position I was in, because I was behind, I think I needed to just target Dragapult and hope to hit it there. That's also why I switched into Ninetales, just to guarantee that we go before the Dragapult, because if we hit that and it's maxing, then it wastes, as you saw. Like, Dragapult got only 1 max attack off in this game, and that was actually huge for us. So that's why Sleep is really, really good in this format, in this meta, but once again, Venusaur, not the most consistent option. I just want to, let's see. Yeah, so there was no Protect, it was Nasty Plot, Citrus, Rotom, Lefty's Togekiss with Charm, that's interesting. And it was timid. Yeah, Venusaur. So that's why it was outspeeding us consistently. Life Orb Pult. Okay. A couple Heat Wave misses there, but once again, when you're using this team, like, that's kind of to be expected because you're using Heat Wave so often. And once again, you know, only hits, the accuracy is only 90%. So when you're spamming it, decent chance you miss a bunch. But that was scary because I thought my win con was knock out the Venusaur early on, stall out the Dynamax, and then Rhyperior wins. So it seemed alright. But it took a little bit longer to knock out the Venusaur. But once again, we got fortunate enough that we were able to connect with the Sleep Powders and connect with the 1 Sleep Powder. Okay. Wow, what is this team? Surfetched, Weezing, a lot of cool stuff. Probably want to go Clops Rhyperior here. Like, Rhyperior looks really good against my opponent's entire team, honestly. Can we even lead with it? Scrafty, I think, probably wants to come out here. I'm thinking we go with the Trick Room option here, like the Dusclops Rhyperior Scrafty combo. But then the question is, what's the last one that I bring? And also, what do I lead with? Because, like, Hat does threaten us offensively a fair amount. I don't know, my opponent does have some pretty speedy Pokemon in Liepard and Surfetch'd too, though. This is tricky. Mainly because, like, the thing with Scrafty is there is dual Fairy, which is pretty scary. Maybe we lead Dusclops, Charizard? Because Max Charizard is still a compelling option here. I don't really think we need Ninetales or Venusaur in this matchup, so let's actually try this. I'm going to go Charizard Dusclops with Scrafty and Rhyperior. This gives me the flexibility to switch out into Scrafty. Charizard does a fair amount of damage, and I think we'll probably... I mean, we might not even need to set up Trick Room in this game, because Rhyperior does outspeed, like Min-Speed Hat. But the Trick Room route could be good. It depends on what my opponent goes with. But I don't like Venusaur here too much, because I don't have Protect on it. Liepard can just fake out it, and can't do much. It is Liepard Hat, okay. So with this team, you do have the option to go for Max Guard, Copycat, the Max Guard, and that goes for Trick Room. It's Life Orb has, so it's pretty offensive. I mean, we could Max Charizard. I think Charizard doesn't seem terrible here. Because if we knock out Hat, like that's the main means of offense here, right? So I'm actually kind of tempted to just Nightshade Hat, Max, and G-Max Wildfire. Now I think Hat might Dynamax here, and you might go for Fake Tears and G-Max. Probably not Smite, I think you'd go for Psychic instead. And that would KO Charizard. So then the question is, how fast is your Hat? Maybe that wasn't our best play, I don't know. But what would be better? Because there is the threat of Trick Room. If Trick Room does go up, that would be bad. He is going to max, okay. Could also go for the Copycat Trick Room play here, like I was talking about. I think that's kind of unlikely, but it is certainly a possibility. So maybe we wanted to max the Rhyperior instead. But if we knock out Hat, I think we should win this matchup. But Hat is such a big problem. Oh, he's actually going for it. Wow. Yeah, I called it too. Okay. It would have been sick if we Wildfired the Liepard and then just Trick Roomed ourselves. I mean, my Max Guard here is pretty obvious. Like, what I want to do is just go for the Trick Room on Dusclops and Max Guard Charizard. I think I'm going to go for that. I guess Liepard could have Taunt here, or Encore. So does it have either of the two? Because normally you run like Fake Out, Copycat, you could have Thunder Wave, Foul Play. Nice, okay. Alright, I mean, so we both wasted 2 turns on Max, but I think that probably works out more in my favor than my opponent's favor. It's kind of funny though, honestly. Okay. Do they go for the Copycat play again? I think I might Wildfire Liepard this time around. And Nightshade Hat. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for that. They might go for the Fake Tears. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you don't need a Max Guard this time because you can just Copycat that immediately. It shouldn't KO with Max Mindstorm. Is that a crit? Come on, dude. That was such a big deal because I was going to KO the Liepard and get the residual effect, and that's so good once Max ends on the opponent's side. It's one of those days. I'm not sure we can win after that. That really blows. Oh man, that hurts so bad. Like, that was gonna be so big because we get the residual effect. I mean, I don't know. That sucks. I guess we just Bulldoze. But yeah, I think you probably just double up onto Rhyperior. Maybe Bulldoze Rock Slide. You can't go for the upside is right now Liepard can't go for much. You can probably Foul Play, so I'm hoping Bulldoze and +2 Rock Slide kills Liepard. Probably not, but no, I don't know. We'll have to also have to see if Hat's actually min speed. If not, we might underspeed it and we still have a chance. It's just such a big crit because without that crit, like Liepard, I knock out a Pokemon, I get a free switch in, and the G-Max Wildfire effect is just such a big deal in this matchup. Around Surfetched, yep. That's the game. Okay, let's see if Hat's faster by now. It should be if it's min speed, and normally you're going to be min speed. But if we're faster, that's actually a really big deal. And it makes this matchup a lot more winnable, actually. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, he's faster. We do hang on with 1 HP. I was expecting Rock Slide, honestly, to miss there. Okay, maybe we're not out of it yet, because Hat is the one thing that really threatens us under Trick Room. My opponent can't even go for Fake Out right now, or any priority. So maybe Rhyperior can claw this back. I think that was the only play we could have gone for, though. If we reverse the Trick Room, then, yeah, you just bring out anything that just beats the Rhyperior afterwards. Plus, I don't get the Weakness Policy activation. If there's any way to win, we need to activate Weakness Policy, I think. It's just such an unfortunate crit. But that is the game. My opponent is bringing in Tyranitar. Maybe we can pull this off, actually. Maybe we can pull this off. It depends on what my opponent does this turn. Because what I want to do is just switch out into Scrafty and just protect. Because then we can just close combat. Man, it just wastes the turn of Trick Room. I guess Scrafty theoretically should be able to win against Tyranitar and Liepard. So maybe I don't want to waste my Trick Room turns here. There's 3 turns. Actually, I think it's fine switching in. Unless my opponent calls this and goes for the close combat onto Dusclops, which would be a really impressive read. Okay. Let's see if Rhyperior can clutch it out with the Invisible Focus Sash. Okay, Scrappy there's fine. This also baits out Protects from my opponent's end. See if they go for a Protect. Yeah. If Surfetch protects her, that would actually probably win us the game. Okay, that actually is perfectly fine. As long as we hit high horsepower here, actually, I think we're in a great spot. But our luck today has not been amazing, so I don't want to jinx it. Yeah, we have close combat, so I think we just close combat Tyranitar and go for high horsepower onto Surfetch. I don't know if Thunder Punch will knock out. And I also do more damage. Like, high horsepower will cover the Liepard switch in as well. So the fact Tyranitar protected is a really big deal. If we KO Surfetched, I think Scrafty wins the game with Dusclops. Okay. Either way, Scrafty, unless it's Chopal Tyranitar. Alright, Tyranitar switches out though, which is a really good sign. Okay, Liepard comes out. Surfetch protects. That's great, because that means we freely target that slot next turn, and there's still one more turn of Trick Room. Unless Liepard takes this close combat. But normally Liepards are Focus Sash or Mental Orb. Yep, there's the Sash, and you faint from Sand. Oh my god, is Rhyperior going to claw it back for us? I really don't know if Thunder Punch KOs Surfetched. I feel like it honestly might, but I can't say that with confidence. We still have one turn of Trick Room. I mean, my opponent probably just goes for the double protect, so what I want to do is switch Scrafty out into Dusclops, so I get another Intimidate against Tyranitar, reset that's a defense drop, so you can't KO us with a superpower. I'm just going to be really sad if the double actually goes off. Yeah, I think we just go into Dusclops and high horsepower. Alright, it's not over. Not looking terrible, but my opponent can still totally win right now, so it's very close. Leak, Weakness Policy, yep. You've gotta be kidding me, man. Come on! Okay, here's the thing, though. We can actually get up another Trick Room. Let's not tilt, because this is actually still a winnable game despite all this RNG. It would have been super free if we didn't get crit or if we didn't get the double, but that's fine. You're going to have these games in Pokemon sometimes. You're just going to have to figure out how to best deal with them. I mean, if we knock out Surfetch, we win. Rock Slide plus any attack from Surfetch shouldn't KO Dusclops even with the crit. So I think I actually just Trick Room here and go for high horsepower. Now, I know you have to target down the Rhyperior, but I don't want to switch like the Scrafty in and get crit. So I think I just high horsepower Surfetched and Trick Room. Yep, he's Rock Sliding. Alright, if we don't flinch, I think we just win. Because we should take any attack from this Surfetched. Let's see. Okay, yep, that's fine. That's totally fine. If we don't flinch, that should just be game. Today is really one of those days, isn't it? I don't feel bad about this game because we win this game like 99% of times, but today the game just doesn't want us to win. We might be able to take a crunch. If we do, Scrafty can still win this. So we fake out the Surfetched and Trick Room. It's actually maybe better to just fake out the Tyranitar. But we can't win if... I mean, he probably targets Scrafty. I'm pretty sure we take a crunch from Tyranitar. I'm gonna fake out Surfetched. Okay! We take those. I'm not sure why you protect there, but we take those. Like, I get sure. Wait, we just win now. I think my opponent had to go for a crunch or a Rock Slide flinch. I'm pretty sure Dusclops takes those crunches at -1. Let me double check the Dusclops spread here. I don't know if it's max HP and Spadef, but pretty sure that should win us the game. Alright, let's not get ahead of ourselves. All we need to do is knock out the Surfetch, though, and we win against Tyranitar 1v1. God, this episode is crazy. Just checking the spread here. Yeah, it was max HP defense, so I'm pretty sure we could have taken a crunch there. Nightshade. All we need is a close combat onto Tyranitar. Just worried about him getting a double protect on either Pokemon. I don't know how much HP Surfetched has. I just need to KO Surfetch, yeah, because the Tyranitar can't knock out Scrafty. I went for foul play there, because what I don't want to do is close combat to lower... Yeah, he actually does hit. Oh, he's faster under Trick Room. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, well, for some reason he targeted Dusclops there instead of Scrafty. This game was insane, but that explains the double protect. I actually didn't know that undersped us. Yeah. Like, I figured we were still fine as long as you don't crit close combat onto either. Is he superpower? Curse Tyranitar? No way. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Does this take close combat now? It honestly might. I mean, I think you're actually best placed just to go for another Curse. But if you have Curse, that means you probably don't have... superpower, because you have Protect. So I think we're fine to just close combat. Yeah, he's cursing again, but I think 2 close combats KO'd this. So the question is, can Tyranitar knock out Scrafty? Oh my god, what is this game? How much does this do? Oh, so much! Oh... Even with the curse. But my opponent did go for the correct play to curse again. I think they... Do they really have superpower? Wait, have they revealed Crunch yet? If they have superpower instead of Crunch, it's going to be a big brain play. Yeah, we just close combat again. Let's see. This is so intense. Okay, they're just rock sliding. Please. No flinch. Come on, Scrafty! You know, with all that though, I misplayed because I actually think our play was to have foul played into close combat, so we don't give the weakness policy activation. Good game, dude. Good game. I did everything I could have in this game, honestly. Like, he got the crit with Surf. Okay, let's see. What happened in this game. He crit us with the hat. He flinched us when we tried to set up Trick Room. He crit us with the Surfetched, and then he crit us, or flinched us with Tyranitar. So, I don't know. I did everything in my power, I think, to try to win that, to try to win that game. Although, I was caught off guard by the Scrafty being slower, or sorry, Surfetch being slower than us under Trick Room. I really thought Scrafty would underspeed that. And I also, yeah, we could have foul played there in the end, and I guess once you reveal the first curse, my opponent should always just go for a second curse to survive that close combat, so I should have foul played, then clicked close combat to do enough damage. Although I guess then they could have gone for a third curse. Yeah. No, I think I probably should have still foul played there. Oh, man. But that's heartbreaking. I mean, that being said, even with all that RNG, like, you know, there were still some plays that I could have improved on. But, yeah, that was rough. I did everything. I tried everything to bring that one back, and we were so close. I'm trying to think what else I could have done better. I mean, he had everything, though. Like, the fact that Surfetch was, like, 1 HP away from getting KO'd. That's one of those games where, like, it just doesn't go your way, but you know you should win that the majority of the time, so... It's a little tilting, but at the end of the day, you can just, like, look back and be like, okay, like, I should win that game the majority of times, plus I still could have made some better plays as well. I wasn't sure how much the Scrafty would be doing with foul play / close combat, so it's good to know those calculations, but I can't lie, that was pretty heartbreaking. But that's Pokemon. Sometimes you're going to have those games every now and then, and you just got to learn how to deal with it, and accept that those games you win the majority of the time, so, yeah. That's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you guys enjoyed, please share, support by leaving a like, and I'll see you guys soon. Alright, peace.